Coach, another really solid effort for your team against the Belleville team, and in a game that was really less than 24 hours after your last victory. Just your thoughts on closing out the road trip, an 8-game road trip with a big win against Belleville.
Yeah, it was a big one for us. I thought we started the first period was we were a bit slow in our reads, but we were still managing the game properly. We were trying to make plays, but also talking to each other, and a few things here and there. But I think we got our legs back really in the second period, and then we got going from there. The guys work hard. I mean, there's one thing we expect from them, and it's to work hard, be smart. We have a system. We want to play within our system, but we want to see how creative they can be, and also managing those back-to-back games and being smart about it. And I thought we did a good job.
Harold Ziegel's a guy who spent a big chunk of this game on the second line. Finally got his first of the season in his rookie AHL season too. What's impressed you the most about Harold so far, and what's it mean to him to get his first AHL goal?
Well, he's not a flashy guy, but he's a pretty smart guy. He understands where he needs to be on the ice. He's got decent hands, can make some good plays. He can make some good hard passes on the tape, and he has a good shot. So I trust him. He's a player that understands both sides of the ice. He can create some offense, but he's also reliable defensively.
Coming out of the 8-game road trip with 4 wins and 4 losses, you get a day off for some of the players away from the rink tomorrow. Just how important is that lone day of rest going to be? And then, jumping back in with a 4-game series against Stockton back at home. Just how important is that little bit of rest going to be for you and your team?
Well, first of all, it's huge that we're flying back tonight. Then we're going to have a good night of sleep, where we should be back home around 9 o'clock. So it's going to give us a good night of sleep in our beds. And tomorrow will be a day off. It's been a long road trip for us. Played a lot of games and not a lot of days. And then we have another week where it's going to be quite intense. So that day off is more than welcome.
We'll go next to Patrick Williams. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yes, Coach, how do you begin to, tackle a 17-game homestand where you're at home for 2 months straight and won't have this road experience now after the long road trip you have been on?
Well, this year there's one thing we keep reminding the players and how we approach this whole season. It's a day at a time. Right? I mean, we're just planning for tomorrow. It's going to be a day off, and then the day after we have a bunch of players that could potentially be back. So we may have a different lineup next week, but we're taking it a day at a time and managing what's in front of us.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Jacob Stoller. Go ahead, Jacob.
Pascal, Skylar McKenzie referred to Jeff Malott as a beast. Two of his goals today were around and close to the net. Is that net front presence part of his game, what his bread and butter is at this?
Yes, he's for both of them. They can drive the net, Jeff and Skylar. It's not so much driving the net, but it's how to get there and when. The timing of getting to the net is also, or it's as important as driving your feet. So you can drive your feet, but you're running into the coverage, or you can find a way to get away from the coverage and still getting to the net on time, depending on where the puck is. But those two guys have and I'd say Marco Dano, we haven't seen him this year, but his timing to get to the net is pretty good. And so is Skylar and Jeff Malott.
What did you think of David Gustafson's game today?
I think he's solid. He's making plays. He's showing a lot of confidence with the puck. He's winning one-on-one battles. I think but I don't expect anything less than that. We know what he's going to bring, and he brings it every day. He's earned that right to be trusted by not only the coaches but also the players. So he came in, and it's his second game, and he's fitting right in a sense that He's not taking anything for granted. He's just playing the right way every shift.
We'll finish off with one follow-up from Patrick Williams. Go ahead, Patrick.
Coach, Burdine, what can you say about what he's shown you so far? Really taking on such a heavy workload here on this road trip.
Yeah, we're trying to mold the number one goalie here. After the game last night, he made sure that I knew he wanted to play that game. He made sure he spoke to the right people, and he told Rick St. Croix, and he told enough people he wanted to play that game. So that's the kind of mindset we like about him. But you take that kind of mindset and you bring it on the ice. He wants to be the guy. He wants to make those big saves. He wants to compete, and he comes up big when we need him. In the first period, Belleville had a few scoring chances, and he was our guy that kept us in the game, and from there we took over. But he's a guy that wants to be the key man at key moments, and that's the attitude we like.